fucking probably just wanted to stink the fucking shit.
Oh, Mikey bets. He bets.
What is it? You know I'm a fucking night owl.
I want it in.
I want it out.
I want it in.
Because I live rent-free in his head. See, he's a pathetic loser. He's always been a loser.
I could beat the Devils with JENKS and Mikey Bets.
What's up, boys?
Hello, guys. Here we go. Another live edition of Allow Me to Be Frank.
Yeah,
Great new opening, Mikey. I love the new opening.
I appreciate it. So I guess we could first start off. Actually, we'll wait till we get a couple more people in the chat. What's up, guys? What's up, chat? We're here. Frank, how you doing, man?
Rough night yesterday.
What happened? It seems like you didn't sleep.
I don't know. Maybe there's just a couple days in a row of streaming and going to Met games caught up to me yesterday.
The Mets and the Knicks yesterday. I feel like both were bad, but
Well, yeah. Yesterday the Mets did not get a single called third strike in their favor, and did not get a single walk. This umpire crew is going to attach to the Mets for the rest of the season with an umpire, with a home plate umpire that literally looks like Buster Olney.
Mikey, can I ask you a question?
yeah.
Can you imagine what it's like to be a diehard Knicks fan that really doesn't have any other team that he cares about, to be sitting next to your best friend whom you do anything and everything for on a day-to-day basis? You go to games with him, you root for his teams with him. He's been supportive of the Knicks, but during a May baseball game when his team's in first place and the Knicks are trying to get to the conference finals for the first time in a quarter century, I have to deal with him yelling in my ear about the fucking Mets. Frank didn't even notice, but at one point I got up and I had to watch the game from outside the cave because I was literally considering going out in 7th Avenue and just laying down in front of a cab.
I think JENKS is reaching that 2-year work point with Frank where it's like KFC and Clem. They just go to different rooms to watch their events because Frank is an absolute menace.
I don't think that's a fair comparison. Nobody spent the amount of time I have with Frank.
That's fine, but they've at least worked with like I think they worked for Frank for like
True. But my point is, as a best friend, what is your opinion on how he should be behaving during a Knicks incredibly important playoff stream?
You're not gonna get help from me. One of my best friends is a Packers fan, so it's just like you just gotta take it how you take it. When I went to the Bulls game with Frank, and Frank was just dog shitting on the fucking Bulls the whole time. There's been one time I put hands on Frank. That was the time that I wanted to just fucking take Frank and throw him over the 300 level. I wanted to pick him up and just toss him. I was so mad. So I get you paid, but this is what we signed up for. This is our best friend, Frank Fleming.
And yeah, let me be clear. I'm not even mad at him because I know it's like a disease he has inside his body. That's why I'm talking to you and not Frank. I just need Frank to hear it because I know Frank gets upset when I'm upset.
Yeah.
It is so upsetting when the Knicks lose. Having the yelling about the Mets on top of it makes me consider laying in 7th Avenue.
Yeah. I mean, that makes sense.
Why it's going to Chicago, Frank?
What is that?
I said, and why it's going to Chicago. So if I die, good luck.
I mean, that pitch sequence yesterday by Alexander Only. This is the same umpire that refused to allow them to review the double play that was on the one bounce catch double play. The same umpire that called strike 3 on a pitch that was a foot outside for the Cardinals and had 6 different strike calls that were incorrect that went against the Mets in a run-run loss to the Cardinals. The same umpire. And then they get shut out by the Pirates. A guy named Glenn Coulter, who had a complete game. got on his knees and the umpire won the World Series. And then took a victory lap.
Sounds a lot better with music, Frank.
Then he went out and got the brooms as they finished the sweep off.
Didn't the Mets just win the series?
Buster only reversed the results.
Frank, you will be institutionalized if you keep hallucinating, completely ignoring things that are being said to you. I mean, we are deep in the crazy zone. How much sleep did you get?
I don't know.
Oh, Jesus. Mikey, I think he pulled an all-nighter.
He probably did.
And now the next 9 games the Mets play, the Yankees, Red Sox, and Dodgers. And Buster only says the Mets downfall has begun. With that stupid smile on his face, with that stupid fucking look on his fucking face.
Mets in first place.
All right, so yeah, since we're sticking to the topics, let's start off. I think the live streams have been working, so that's a good segue. Frank?
Yeah, Frank, what was your plan? Trying to do like one Mets game a week, depending on schedule and stuff?
Yeah.
Awesome. And then either me or Mikey will be like either on the phone or in the stream to help with the
well, I think we can announce this one right now. Of course, I'm doing Walk 600 Sunday. The Mets are playing on Sunday Night Baseball this week with Buster Olney, Jessica Mendoza, Chipper Jones calling the game.
Yeah, positive vibes.
They're calling it in Met Losecast.
So to be clear, I'll be working.
They're even bringing back Fran Healy.
Got it. So Sunday night Met stream.
Former Met announcer who openly rooted against the Mets.
Okay.
Good. You done?
So we're gonna go about once a week. Those will be great. What's the next one on the topic list, Frank? After more live streams.
Giannis and Greek.
Let's try this. We'll give you 5 tries. Okay. I think we're gonna every day for the next once a week. We're gonna learn Giannis's name, Frank. Let's go.
You know, Giannis Antetokounmpo is kind of like it's kind of yesterday. We now got to start talking more about Shea Gilgeous-Alexander.
Do you know in the Avengers? Do you remember in the Avengers in Endgame when he's like, "There's only one possible scenario." That is Giannis's real name. You have come up with 565 billion other names for Giannis Antetokounmpo. I just said it wrong now because
I think he's gotten a lot better. I can't really say
it's the same. I have the same problem with Nnamdi Kong Su. I can't say his name right.
Yeah, Ndamukong Suh.
There you go, Nnamdi Kong Su. Yeah.
Well, anyways, the reason I wanted to have him on the list,
you know what happens in immigration, and it happens usually to a lot of people.
Mm-hmm.
And we're talking like famous people. I mean, like Bob Costas, who I think who I think is, if I'm not mistaken, is actually Greek. And like his grandfather, when he came to America or something like that, changed his name from Bob. His real name is originally Bob Kostelopoulos.
Awesome.
We got people like Ernie Anastas, who used to be a local news anchor. His name is like Ernie Anastas Stadopoulos. And we got Dialopoulos Gobakalibus. And then we got, I think, Jennifer Anderson's like Jennifer Anistonopoulos.
All excellent.
I mean, these are the days that Frank is talking about because nobody understands where the hell he comes from. A fucking crazy person.
What's the hand called Wikipedia? I don't understand that part.
He got an agenda he won't follow. I gave him a whole speech to open the show.
We're talking like Giannis.
Yeah, well, kind of. You were just giving us a history lesson on Bob Costello.
But it's Greek names. These Greek names are hard to pronounce.
Fair.
Understood, Frank.
Okay. Anyways, Mikey, it sounds like the Bulls are a potential suitor.
I mean, the Bulls just got robbed from first pick. You know, we lost by the coin flip, even though it's fucking rigged. But we lost by a coin flip. So everybody that was, we need a tank. We're not tanking, right? We tanked the same way as the Mavericks. We lost a coin flip, and they got the first pick, even though it's rigged.
I think the NBA is probably of the 4 major sports the most corrupt.
Yes, Frank,
The-
gajillion percent.
But
the
do you still
most-
think the Bulls are in prime
most
position to get
fixed.
Giannis?
And you know, maybe this leads to the problem I have.
What's the problem that you have?
Which problem?
I'm more concerned about the May 14th game than the Knicks game.
Yeah.
Thank you for addressing what I was talking about earlier.
Yes.
It's called acknowledgement.
And it's just.
It's a problem.
I mean, I'm able to dial in on close games.
No, it was close in the first quarter. It was a tie game.
No, you didn't let me finish. I'm able to dial in on close games in the fourth quarter. And until the fourth quarter, it's like, okay, oh, that's interesting. Yeah. And it goes to my lack of passion with the NBA. It's been so. I just think the league is so corrupt. I think I wouldn't be surprised if one day we find out the NBA is basically WWE.
Oh my lord, Mikey Betts.
I also think, Frank, I think it's like switching like your fandom from being a Nets fan to a Knicks fan. It's just like you probably had 20, 25, 30 years of history that you've known from the Nets. And like, you know, your history about the Knicks, but it wasn't your passion like the Nets were for your last 25, 30 years.
Let me be clear. I have no expectation because Frank can't fake anything. Like, it's always going to be authentic. So when the Mets are on, Frank, I don't at all expect you not to be watching it or even have some reactions to it, but to be fucking going nuts when I'm living and dying next to you. I need you to be my support animal.
Did you see those 2 pitches?
No, I was watching the Knicks game. I was watching the Knicks game. I was living and dying with every play.
The 2-run homer, prior to the 2-run homer, there was 2 pitches called a ball that were like the most perfect, beautiful strikes of all time.
You showed me the screenshot during the timeout break.
Oh, we dial.
And baseball says they'll never have the ABS because umpires has the power. Russ Rowan says that umpires create their own strike zone, and teams like the Mets should get fucked.
We're now in the Frank delusion part of the episode.
He's crazy. Frank, you're insane. One. But yeah, back to the original thing we were talking about 24 minutes ago.
Basically, people could get a bonus Met stream during the Knicks games when
No, that's not how it works, Frank. God damn. I'm asking as a friend, strictly as a friend. You need to step up here. The rest of the Knicks series, I need a fucking friend next to me. God damn
that comment right here. This comment right here,
yes,
explains Frank and Jenk's relationship,
yes,
to a T.
Yes.
This is
why
why
he normally will step up, but he doesn't know how to vocalize it. This is vocal commitments.
This is their relationship. Yes, that is their relationship. I
am in a very foul mood today, Frank, and it's very much because of you. And that is literally cheering you up, and it's getting me more fucking foul.
Yeah, it's not the best. It's not the best look here, Frank. You got. I mean, listen. I will always be the guy that will say you should fan how you want to fan. Fan how you want to fan always, right? Like, people are crazy.
Friendship.
You guys, maybe this is a dinner situation. Maybe you can't watch Knicks games with Frank. Maybe, you know what I'm saying? Like, maybe
if there's no Mets on, it's fine. Even if it's if it's the second game of the series, I can tolerate it. This was to advance for the first time in a quarter century. I was telling them all day how excited I was. I was showing them pictures of me in 3rd grade the last time it fucking happened.
Wait, I think it's picture perfect. Game 6, it'll be great. You guys will be in the on 7th.
The Mets are playing the Yankees. The Mets are playing the fucking Yankees. and I'm gonna have to sit next to this fucking lunatic while my heart is on the fucking line.
But I feel like when the Knicks win, it'll be fine. Like you'll be good. Yeah, I'll like the vibe of the Garden will be great. You know, I feel like you'll finally be able. And you've worked with Frank forever. I've learned it. You've learned it. Just got to tune him out sometimes. Driving.
Thanks for the advice, Mikey.
Driving in the car.
Advice on how to deal with Frank. Thanks for the advice.
Car with Frank.
You got any other tips? I haven't spent a lot of time with him. I'm not sure how to deal with it. One time I'm just asking for a little fucking compromise.
But that's the thing is there is no compromise with Frank. It's you well, I mean, actually there is, and the secret sauce is just screaming at him, and you're doing it, so it's working. Frank, are you getting it?
He's so happy. He loves seeing me go evil.
Yeah, I don't know what it is. He likes you yelling. He doesn't like me yelling. It's very weird.
Because I don't yell. It takes it takes so much to get me upset. That's why it's like
it just I'm so more dialed into the Mets that I just can't help myself.
Do it for your friend, Frank. Do it for your friend.
No, in like the 60s, they used to have this thing for people that had obsessions with the Mets and like weird obsessions. They used to put these in a room like sponges, and then they would tie you up in this very cozy jacket, Frank. It's very nice. It tighten you up.
Perfect.
And
it honestly sounds perfect.
And you can scream as loud as you want at the walls, whatever.
Oh yeah. They'll let you yell.
But it's Alexander Marquez only. He's going to be the Mets permanent umpire.
Mikey, can you explain how Frank is Arthur Spooner?
Frank, I mean, to a fucking T. You look up, we can't show the clips because copyright. You look up any clip of Arthur Spooner. I was watching the Dominoes one. That is you to a T. I was watching the.
Can you explain who he is?
Arthur Spooner is Doug Heffernan in King of Queens. He is the father-in-law, so he is Carrie's dad, and
AKA George Costanza's dad,
AKA Ben Stiller's dad. So yeah,
one of the funniest guys ever.
He's a dad of many. Yeah, you are him to a T, Frank. Everybody go after this. Go look up Arthur Spooner clips. Look up the one of him playing Alvin and the Chipmunks, how he hates Alvin because he's a dick. He always jumps forward. There's so much shit, Frank, that you are.
Well, you know, he's actually right about Alvin being a dick. He always,
do you see what I mean?
For his two brothers in the corner there. I mean, Simon Theodore. I mean, I mean, really, the two of them were treated like shit by Alvin. Alvin was greedy. He always tried to hog the spotlight. It was ridiculous.
This is an episode of King of Queens, Frank. This is a King of Queens episode. I have found myself living in King of Queens. It's my favorite show. I found myself actually living in it now. And it's very scary that you are the father-in-law that is absolutely insane. You're Arthur Spooner. You're Arthur Spooner, Frank.
Mikey, if I talk about the Knicks, I feel like I'm going to black out and lose my
temper.
Here,
I got you. Hold on. 1 second. Go ahead. Frank is muted.
Oh, okay. Thank you. No, but I'm just going to think about him ruining the game yesterday. But it's really, really, really got me in a foul mood. I did kind of expect the Celtics to win the game, though. Jaylen Brown coming out and playing incredibly. All of the role players stepping up. Cornette had like the game of his life. I don't think it's the end of the world, but it's still a very real series. And for the Knicks to win, obviously OG Anunoby needs to play better. Obviously, we can't have Brunson fouling out and getting 5 fouls in one quarter. But to me, Mikey, the biggest thing is Cat has got to be forceful, and he's got to be a guy.
But that was the same problem. Is he got 3 fouls in the 9 minutes left in the second quarter.
Even just the way he approaches the game, he doesn't go in and make himself a force.
Yeah, usually he plays well on the road. That's why I was surprised about the last game. Up.
Here's the sand.
Raise your hand, Frank.
Yeah.
I'm going to demonstrate that I actually knew what was going on in the Knicks game.
Thank you. Does not make it okay, but go ahead, Mr. I can process multiple things at once. We know that.
One, the big issue in that game was Tony Brothers, who's another extender. He is an absolute total clown of a referee. The Knicks could have sneezed yesterday. They got called for a flagrant 2. Meanwhile, you got Knicks getting literally drawn blood, and it's called incidental contact. Contact. It was a tight whistle against the Knicks yesterday. So everybody ended up being in foul trouble. It was ridiculous. I mean, Brunson doesn't really get that many foul calls, and he's getting called with a foul left and right. Secondly,
He got 5 in the third quarter, Frank. 5 fouls.
Yeah.
1 quarter.
Secondly, OG had a horrendous game.
Yeah.
Horrendous game. He couldn't hit. He couldn't put the ball in the fucking ocean.
I'll say this about
from a
OG.
goddamn pier.
OG and Michael Bridges have very good bounce back games.
And Karl Anthony Towns.
Who Bridges?
Mikal, whatever.
Karl Anthony Towns. He was the typical pussycat. He also had the issue with this motherfucker Cornette, who just fucking turned into goddamn motherfucking
Reggie Miller compared Cornette to Hakeem Olajuwon, and I literally told Frank yesterday that even as a Knicks fan, I think Miller's gotten slightly better at calling games. 1 step forward, 10,000 steps back. Cornette played the game of his life. You do not compare him.
Reggie Miller is to the Knicks what Buster Olney is to the Mets.
No, Frank. We don't. Us Knicks fans don't. I guess Buster Olney is a you thing. I don't think all Mets fans think that he is doing the replays.
Yes, I agree. But he hates the Mets.
Yes, I don't even disagree with that. I don't disagree with
that. Okay, so Frank, go ahead.
So when we got to that second half, that third quarter, and things just started to snowball, there was no recovering from it.
We've come back from 2 20-point games.
And no, but this time was a little different. It was a little different, and plus,
Dave was there.
And I got to say this: Clemmer is the most annoying.
No.
Fan.
Frank, yesterday you were the most annoying. You were yelling about the Mets game. At least Clemmer was talking about the basketball game.
You don't get to call people annoying.
Yeah, like, are you insane? Oh, my Lord.
You're for my guy right now. Shout out Clemmer.
Yeah, Clemmer, we both just immediately defended you.
You don't get to call Clemmer annoying. Clemmer is like, there's 2 Celtics fans in there, and then Fasoli behind the screen. Like, it is engulfed by Knicks fans. He has to do whatever he has to do to survive over there.
But I'm talking about I could see Phil's like.
Yeah, he's very good at poking Phil. He's like, it's they're at war. It's a war. It's a classic stream war.
It's a war.
But so I am able to know what's going on in both games.
Let me try. Maybe this will work, Frank. Imagine this. The Mets are at Game 5, and let's just say it's the NLCS because we know how far they got last year. They've gone further than the Knicks. And they have a chance to clinch the World Series. And I know schedules don't work this way, but let's just say it was possible. And the Knicks had a regular season basketball game. And I'm sitting next to you, ignoring the Mets game and screaming about the Knicks. How do you think you would handle that?
I'm not sure.
Turn it down. I mean, my God, it's
all right. I'll take. I'm not sure. That's as close to a concession as I could get.
Also,
I'm honestly not sure. I might be so focused on the Mets and understand that you're a Knicks fan that it may not.
He doesn't care.
I probably would not care. I'd be so more focused on the Mets.
I think you actually beat me in this. I thought that was going to play better than it did.
Yeah,
but you're probably right. You would just like me yelling would not affect you. You're right. You're right.
All right.
I can't win here. I'm just fucked.
This is how Frank views every single ref that's in the NBA.
Oh, man, excuse me, young. Excuse me, y'all. All right, baby. Hey, you know what Jordan used to say, right? If you play in his shoes, you better put in work.
He thinks it's a ref show. He thinks every single ref is there for for the stars and the spotlights. Also, shout out that ref. He's a great ref who was just at the office the other day. Ref Rob.
Well, we're talking about the two main stars, Scott Foster and Tony Brothers.
Yeah, you think that they have their own TikTok?
And I've always said this: if you actually know who a referee is by his face, and you know him that often, chances are he's one of the worst referees in the sport, and always wants to be like the center of attention. These are the guys that want to have the laser lights come on down there. They're playing serious, and now the star of the show,
Serious.
Brothers.
Do you? I'm
losing my mind. I'm having a mental breakdown.
I don't think all of them could do that, Frank. What about the one that what's his name?
Steve Javi's a good ref.
I don't even know this guy's name.
James
Williams.
The man who is too hot to contain, Scotty Foster.
No, hey, Jenks, sometimes I think the podcast could just work if we mute it and then turn our camera off sometimes.
That was like the first year of the podcast. When Mikey first let me into the podcast, the way Frank ignored my opening monologue is how most of the podcast would go. And I was so scared of Frank, I would never be like, hey, man, did you hear what I said? I just didn't realize he had
look what's going on in MLB. We got these umpires are literally fighting against the ABS.
Oh, that's what. Okay, so we just lost Jenks. I think he lost connection there. Oh, he's back. We can skip the Met success since there is no success there.
We get to the next topic. Frank, you called Mikey fat and was saying he needs to get bigger clothes.
Oh, yeah, I saw that picture of you. Mikey, would you want some of my clothes when
maybe we can swap, Frank.
I mean, pretty soon you're going to be needing my own clothes, Mikey. I mean, it looks like you're about to burst out that shirt. I mean, what is that size?
Pull it up, Mikey. Come on, pull it up.
Let me find it. Hold on.
Frank and I were dying laughing. Oh, man. So I was thinking, Frank, since Mikey was nice enough to get you new pants, maybe you could get him a new shirt.
Yeah, just toss me one of yours, Frank.
Yeah. I mean, that picture, it looks like you're about to burst out that shirt. I mean, come on. Look at that. Look at that. Come on. I mean, look at those shorts. I mean, those shorts are fucking, did you have to peel them off? I mean, god damn. You talk about me exposing myself. You talk about a belt and nothing falling. I mean, Mikey, you're about to. If you sneeze, everything might rip.
I mean, the abuse is just so off the charts.
When I go blind because I take Ozempic after this, Frank, I want you to cover my eyes. All right. I want you to cover my vision for me. Just show me what I'm seeing all the time.
Yeah,
right?
well, you shouldn't be taking Ozempic if you're not diabetic.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah, I guess not.
So if you continue to go down this path,
then I'll be able to take Ozempic.
As my A1C goes like this, your A1C's going.
I think we're going in. I think that you didn't lose the weight. You just gave it all to me.
He's becoming a bully. Well, yeah, no, it's like I think like you're taking the weight on, Mikey.
I 100%.
I think you're taking the weight on, and my brain is burning in half.
Yeah, you are getting the mental wear and tear,
yes.
well, Frank, and I'm getting the physical wear and tear.
Yes, and by the end of it, what's going to happen is Frank's going to live to 120, and we're both going to die at 45.
I will say though, I will blame it on this right here. Father of one, so please be nice when you guys call me fat. When kids are born, men gain 2.6 increase. So that's where I'm at right now. And by the summertime, I'll be skinny again.
Just think, in maybe what is it? Probably about another couple of months. Soon she'll be crawling, and then you'll have to be running and chasing her down.
That's it too. Like, dude, I'm just sitting around all day. I'm just holding my baby. She don't do anything. So yeah, when she starts running and shit, it'll be more fun.
When she starts running, it's gonna be a while. Do not wait to start exercising until your baby starts running. Then things will really like spiral. Have you ever considered like doing walks with the stroller?
I've done walks with the stroller. I bet every day, but it's the snacking. It's the snacking. I get home and I just snack. I got these handicap hot fries when I get home. I can't stop eating them. They're so good. It is my snacking. I will go home, and also I've been cooking on the grill every day. So when I cook on the grill, I at least 2 pounds a day. I'm just fucking scarfing down cecina. So
isn't grill food supposed to be pretty much better?
Yeah, but not I cook all Mexican food, so it's cecina. Yeah. It's
Now on the other side of the spectrum, Harry went to college and lost a bunch of weight. He went to the Mets game with Frank. How's Harry doing, Frank?
Looking good, of course. Not too good looking at that weather app. I mean,
the JENKS. He went to a Met game in shorts and a t-shirt, and then ended up having to spend hundreds of dollars.
I mean, I looked at the weather forecast when I was getting ready to go to the game. And I said, "Ooh." Because the day before that, I wore shorts, and then I saw the weather forecast. Tuesday night was going to be 61 degrees and rainy.
Frank, do you remember the game we went to? It was freezing.
Oh, the Cubs game,
and I was in a Hawaiian shirt and shorts.
Oh no, I was talking about a different game.
Yeah, it was the Cubs game. I forgot who the Cubs were playing, but we were in Chicago at Wrigley.
You're talking about when it was like 20 degrees?
Yes.
I didn't remember you wearing a Hawaiian shirt.
I got a picture of us in it. It was frozen.
I mean,
my nipples
that was I was out there for the dozen actually. There was a dozen my mini tournament that day at the and we were put up at the Hotel Zachary that night. And the next day I flew in.
Yeah.
Flew in.
Like the snacks.
I flew in.
Love that.
And then I was at the Hotel Zachary, and then all of a sudden I look up and went, "Holy shit! That's Wrigley Field across the street."
Yeah.
So
the hotels, it used to be the McDonald's, and then turned into that.
Yeah, dude. So it's a hotel that's literally across the street. You walk across. It's actually named after the guy who built Wrigley Field. He's the architect of Wrigley Field, named a guy named Zachary. And so went across the street. Nobody was there that night. They were playing the Rays. It was an April game, and it was intermittent snow flurries throughout the whole game. And the vendors walking around the stadium actually selling blankets.
So Harry's back in, classic his generation form. He's not in college, but he's not in the office. So you do the math. I mean, college is vacation, so I don't know what the hell he's doing. But he'll be back soon, which will be great. And I think he's actually going to get trained up behind the sticks, Mikey, and hopefully learn how to use one of the big cameras, which will be huge. Frank, tomorrow's walk, who we got?
Wait, what did you say? Sorry, I was responding to a text.
Harry's committed to getting trained up on the cameras.
Oh, good.
Frank walks.
Perfect.
We got Shane Spencer coming out tomorrow.
Shane Spencer, and who is he, Frank?
Well, he was a part of the Yankees championship dynasty. His best year was his rookie year, 1998, where basically he came up and just exploded with home runs. He hit a whole bunch of home runs, and when Darryl Strawberry, another Frank Walks alum, got diagnosed with cancer just before the 98 playoffs, Shane Spencer ended up playing left field during the division series and had a big series. Actually was put on the cover of Sports Illustrated, and was a vital part of the Yankees 98.
Sorry, go ahead.
I'm the one showing the comments.
Someone's called Mikey a poop stick, and I don't like it.
Shout out Mikey Buckets for defending Mikey Betts.
Yeah, sorry.
Appreciate that.
I can't have my boy being called a poop stick.
I don't even know what that means. That's a crazy thing to say.
I know it's like a popsicle, but it's a turd on the stick.
Well, Dooley Ready says I should be walking with Miss Peaches and walk 600. Well, that's coming Sunday.
Sunday at Strawberry Fields at noon.
I mean,
Central Park, Manhattan.
I don't know how I'm going to get there, but I'll get there.
Frank continues to forget the advent of the car because he's acting like if New Jersey Transit's broken, he's going to have to find a horse and buggy. But Frank will be there at noon, one way or another.
I mean, the governor's thinking about putting an emergency act where they might have to, where you might might do like a lockdown in the state.
That's good. Should we do some Ask the Tank?
Oh no, we have to do the standings board update. Come on.
Oh, hey, how you doing? We got to get that on the old agenda. I forgot to put it on the agenda for Mikey.
It's standings board update, standings board update, standings board update in the MLB. Of course, everything else is in the playoffs or off season. So here we go into the American League East, where the Yankees are maintaining at first.
Just for anyone that doesn't know or hasn't seen the show before, Frank does this every week.
The Toronto Blue Jays are rising.
Never mind.
Going into second place. The Red Sox just got swept by the Tigers, I believe, and drop in the third, while the Rays drop in the fourth, and the Baltimore Orioles. I mean, the most disappointing team that you can imagine. 2 straight division 2 straight years in the playoffs. Didn't win a game, but they have just come out and just shit the bed. I mean, their season's basically over. In the Central, we got Tigers, best record in baseball. We got the Guardians in second, playing well. I think the Guardians would be in playoff position. Yes, they are. The Royals in third. And God damn it, motherfucking! I dropped the goddamn motherfucking helmet.
You dropped my beads! You dropped my beads!
There we got the Twins, who are suddenly red hot. 10 straight wins.
That was a great goal,
The Central is actually a good division, except for the White Sox, who are actually 4-1 since Pope Leo took over. I guess Pope Leo's got that phone call going to God over there, helping him out. I mean,
I guess Pope Leo's got that phone going to God over there.
Put that
all
on.
Right in the West, the Mariners are still in first.
All right in the West.
The Astros are rising. The Rangers are rising. And, well, there go the Athletics. But they're still not bad. They have a winning record. I mean, it's been better than you could expect so far. So it looks like that early good start is over, while the Angels are sucking.
We got to ESPN this up and put a little background music for the standing boards.
Yeah.
So that's the American League standings. In the National League, the Mets are still in first, with the Phillies in second, the Braves in third. You got the Nationals in fourth, and the Marlins. You know, the Marlins, if they could, they would actually tap out of the fight. The Cardinals, who have been red hot, are now in second place. We got the Brewers in third. Right. So we got the Cardinals in second. We got the Brewers in third. The Reds are in fourth, while the Pirates, who almost swept the Mets, are in last place because the Mets just fucking 6 runs in 3 motherfucking games. You know, they're lucky the Pirates fucking suck. The Pirates should have probably won all 3 games. I mean, the Mets, we got Starling motherfucking Farte, who you could actually tell how that little he fucking cares. I mean, he's got to go.
He's muted until he gets on with the standing boards here.
Right, then we got the Dodgers in first, followed by the Padres. The Giants have cooled off a little bit after a good start. We got the Giants. We got the Diamondbacks, and if possible, we could take the Rockies helmet and drop it under 8 billion tons of shit, and then dig it down a little deeper. That's how far down the Rockies are. At 7-36, and a negative 137 run differential. So that is your National League standings, and that's this week's Standings Board Update. Standings Board Update. The fans really love when I do the Standings Board Update. There we go.
Thanks for letting everybody know on this that they love. All right, you got another one?
That was lit, Mikey. Great job, Mikey. I love it. Love it with the music.
So what else we got going on, Frank? Guys, drop your comments drop your questions in the comments if you can. We're gonna start reading them off in a few minutes. We're just
while we're waiting for those two, I'll give.
Joey Shea just asked me what was the Dolphins' schedule release in one word. It looked like it was going down a pit of hell.
Pit of hell.
I mean, some of these schedule releases were good.
Yeah.
Some were bad. The Dolphins just it looked like something from Doctor Who, except just that overwhelming feeling of just like vertigo, like you're fading fast.
That was good one word.
What's up, guys? Sorry, guys. 1 second.
Mikey, get the fuck out of those people's office. What are you doing?
No, they're doing
Go to a conference room.
Don't swear. This is like a fucking. These are big people here. It's like a sales thing going on.
You're a moron.
How am I a moron?
They're in someone's studio.
I asked Eddie.
Some questions that these people are giving us. I mean, isn't it time to go
on the screen?
Hey, Frank, why don't you fucking put your face a little bit closer to the screen?
You look like Two-Face. What's that guy's name? I can't remember.
Actually, Frank, can you do that again really quick? Can you go closer by JENKS? A little bit farther. No, other way. Go back to where you were. Just do half of your face on the screen, Frank. All right. Now, JENKS, can you do half your face on the screen, please? Closer to match Frank. Oh, I love that. Closer to the camera.
Oh.
All right. This is
no, don't move.
This.
Closer, JENKS. Other way. Get your nose hitting. Ah, it's too late. All right, never mind. Fuck it. Try to get something to work here. Fucking
Frank, we just did a digital Eskimo kiss.
Love that.
Yeah, it was cute. Frank's disgusted.
Before we get into Ask the Tank, we should talk about the new show that's coming up. You guys should check it out right after this show. Kate and Friends in the Morning. I know Danny's.
Frank used to date. If you've never seen the Yak episode, look up Kate and Frank's date. So Frank's ex is coming out with the show. They're still on great terms.
Yeah,
we
still
love
on good
Kate.
terms. Yep. Shout out Kate.
Total weirdo like us. Like people are gonna love that show.
I think it's Megan Making Money's on there today, and then Danny Conrad. So Danny Conrad, one of the funniest guys in the office. Make sure you guys check it out. Very funny. But yeah, it's going to be on right after this. So make sure you guys check that out. All right. So we'll start off with a little bit of Ask the Tank. Who is your favorite MLB and NBA mascots?
I guess I'll go Mr. Met, with MLB. If I'm being biased, though.
Be unbiased. Come on. Oh, no, actually, it's your favorite. Never mind.
Probably the Philly Fanatic will be, because it's like the OG. My favorite NBA mascot.
This is easy, Frank. We're friends with one.
Yeah, Jazz Bear.
Yeah.
I mean, a great mascot, great troller, great social media presence. Yeah, Jazz Bear, without a doubt.
Wrong.
Benny the Bull's legit.
Benny
And
the
of
Bull.
course, the best mascot of them all, the one who rules them all.
Oh, Tank, someone just threw you an alley-oop. Was the NBA lottery rigged?
I mean, is the Pope from America? I mean,
that's a good one, man.
I mean, it's pretty obvious. I actually saw a stat that after the Cavs lost LeBron, they won the draft lottery. That after the Pelicans traded Anthony Davis, they won the draft lottery. That after they lost Chris Paul, they won the draft lottery. I mean, this isn't just coincidence. It's not just a lucky pattern. Now, granted, these teams sucked. The Pelicans, the Cavs post LeBron. The Mavericks did not suck. It was a strange, questionable trade to begin with. They almost made the playoffs through the play-in, and then they win the draft lottery, and you wonder why teams are forever hopeless. I mean, the Washington Wizards, you know, if they probably have no fans because they never win a draft lottery. The Hornets never win a draft lottery. They can never get good. They don't even they can't sign free agents. They can't even get the tools to get close to being good because they keep falling far into the lottery. They put the damn Sixers high up. They want the teams they want to be good were boosted in this fucking lottery, and you cannot convince me any fucking different. They want the fucking Spurs to be back where they were again. They did 2 straight rookie years, and you get the second pick. You got the fucking Mavericks who fucking trade Luka under strange circumstances, somehow getting the number 1 pick. The Sixers who fucking tanked all fucking year, get the third pick, while the Jazz and Wizards, 2 teams who legitimately are rebuilding, along with the fucking Hornets who are fucking rebuilding forever. No hope, no anything. Dropped to 4, 5, 6. Are you fucking kidding me? This is why the NBA is a fucking joke.
I mean,
yes, the NBA draft is rigged, and then they don't even fucking try to hire it. WWE.
Frank, I got the next question. Is it a problem for Mikey Betts that there is now going to be a soft ice cream machine in Chicago?
Yeah.
Yeah, 1,000%. But Big Cat said Friday only for toppings, so we can only do toppings on Fridays. So that's a start. That's health.
It literally sounds like a summer camp.
That is kind of is.
I mean,
you guys can only do. We're like we celebrated this week. The urinal started flushing again.
It's an easy guys.
Frank,
all you guys
they use toppings on Fridays. My God.
They also get that nice popcorn machine too.
All you got to do, guys, is just move to Chicago.
Here we go.
Yeah, but then New Jersey, they have the New Jersey Movers Association, who
Frank,
says that property is crime.
Who was the guy, Charles Dickens, that you just mentioned the other day?
Who?
The guy in the chains?
What guy in the chains?
From A Christmas Story.
Jacob Marley.
Thank you. You carry more change than Jacob Marley. They don't exist, Frank. This is like the changing to the iPhone, the moving to Chicago. You have created these fake scenarios just because you don't want to say, I don't want to move.
I don't want to move. I got
okay, beautiful.
I got some devils here.
That's all you got to say. That's all
you got to say, Frank. You don't got to tell me that New Jersey's going to fucking break all your shit and the iPhone is evil. Just say you don't want to change. That's fine. See how easy that was?
It was very easy.
All right. My AFC predictions: Bills, Patriots, Jets, Dolphins. This is from John Sengbush. What are your thoughts, Frank?
Chalk.
Damn.
Chalk?
Next question.
Jeez, Frank.
Disgusted with that, with the simplicity of that.
Let's see. Who's winning the Stanley Cup?
Dallas Stars.
And you're sure about that?
I've been saying Dallas Stars
Yes.
at the beginning of the playoffs.
Keep rubbing
Beautiful take right here. Just wanted to throw that out there. Oh, this is a good question. If you're on the Knicks stream Friday and Soto hits a walk-off at the same time the Knicks lose at the buzzer, how would you react, Frank?
He'll be upset watching me kill myself. That's how he'll react. He'll be really excited for a second, and then he's going to be like,
the game's at Yankee Stadium, so it couldn't be a walk-off, but I'd definitely be celebrating the Soto home run. Sorry.
Frank, what is your take on the Barstool Golf Invitational controversy?
I mean, what is no comment, Frank? You don't want to get yourself.
No, who cares?
No, we don't want. Frank doesn't need to get himself involved in other people's shit. He has nothing to do with that.
I don't think he's going to say anything bad about Kirk.
I mean,
that's not what I'm saying.
It's Kirk being Kirk. What can I say?
Love that. All right. Is Daryl Morey the GOAT NBA GM who thinks he's the GOAT NBA GM?
I think Daryl Morey is a fucking moron who gets lucky. I wouldn't want to be in GM of my team. That's for damn sure.
Frank, do you think the MLB will ever implement a salary cap?
The baseball players union is too strong.
Big Cat going to start questioning why Mikey Best is in the office so much more now after that ice cream machine is there.
You know, the thing is, I'm not a big ice cream guy. I don't like ice cream that much. So
Really?
It wouldn't affect me.
Yeah, I've never.
You don't
seen
like
him.
ice cream?
Have
I'm
you
not a
ever
big ice
seen
cream
me?
guy.
Think about it, Mikey. All times on the road.
Yeah, but I feel like that's just because his stomach is full of hot dogs and handicap hot fries. I didn't know that's just because he didn't want, like that's.
I don't ever want to drink eat ice cream.
Why doesn't Carlo Metdopa ever argue calls, Willie 2.0?
I don't know. These umpires. I guess these umpires would hold it as a grudge against him.
Frank, who do you like more, Jenks or Mikey?
Next question.
Good answer. Good answer. Smart, Frank. Smart.
Love that, Frank. All right, Frank. I saw the Devils versus Stars. Stars obviously won. Here we go. Doesn't still fix. Jeff said you were a lock for the playoffs. Now you might be playing up if Uptown wins Sunday and you lose next week. Is it rigged?
It's always that team always fucking is gonna haunt us. They never beat anybody but us. And then he had like and here's the song. We didn't start the blank. And now here's your question. This song sold 2 records in 2010.
He got himself laughing.
There's always there. You always get us by the end of the day, dude. You always get us.
Okay, this star began his career with the Pirates and then played for the Giants, amassing over 700 homers. All right, very good, Uptown Boys. Okay, this guy was a backup shortstop who made his major league debut and played 2 weeks for the Cleveland Indians in 2012.
Shout out Jeff for not throwing Frank out of the league when he's probably had the right to several times. Next question.
Has Mikey read a page from Harry Potter yet? Okay, the boy who wasn't unalived. Mr. and Mrs. Dursley of a 4-number pivot drive liked flexing that they are very basic. Thank you. TBA. Oh, wait, this is not it. All right, that's the millennial.
Jesus Christ. What was it? Those didn't even sound like coherent. Like, do you understand the flow of reading?
Okay, but look what I was reading.
That
I
sounded
just read
like a
it.
Frank rant.
This is look, it's all fucking bullshit. It's Gen Z version.
Well, we should practice before you do this. And Kate's show starts in 3 minutes. I really don't want to go over. She's already in the gym if you go over to her show and tune in.
Love that. All right, guys. You guys got anything else?
That's it.
All right.
See you guys next week.
See you next week.